Alright. We're getting ready to do Battle of Mannan, hard mode, Operative Healer.
We have to learn what he and the
This is
Selknot are
probably
doing down there and confront him.
my
To
most
have me
played
run
character.
this, you'll need to shut down
Although I
security.
admit,
You have the
this
bull.
is Operative Healer. I admit I'm seriously liking my Cis Sorcerer Healer. The hell? This is the guy from the last. The last flashpoint we went on, he just must love doing flashpoints.
I've met our potential ally, who's already proved quite resourceful. He's learned of a prisoner in the security hub who's been scheduled for disposal by
He's a good guy, I like him.
This Jacaro sounds like someone you might want to talk to, as soon as you contend with the head of security.
I want that medic first. Take him out of the picture. Wow, people are killing on this. This one is not so bad. This takes a little bit of time, but it's not so bad. Oh, he got a hold of it. I just kind of try and stay back. Hopefully everybody will get aggro on something. Yeah, I just stay out of range, and I really don't take much damage. It's a matter of keeping everybody else alive. Occasionally popping the surgical probe. I also go heavily on Calto probe. Make sure everybody has got a little bit. Do a surgical probe to pop him up. And I also use my recuperative nanotech to top off people just a little bit whenever it's available. What they're doing is they're trying to do damage to these droids. Once they have enough damage, the shield that is on the main guy, that one that's just popped up in the air, will transfer back to the droid, and then you can do damage to them. Over time, the droids will regenerate. You see their health going back up. And once it's up far enough, or it may be full health, they'll transfer it back to the other guy again. Oops, somebody got some aggro there. If you're in a group and the healer's kind of weak, I suggest the tank walk around and from time to time pop one of those healing canisters just to kind of top you off a little bit and help out. There's several of them around the room. I have had to do that before when my healer was extremely weak. And I just kind of gradually move my way around the room and pop those from time to time. Nanotech. There he goes. From time to time, he's going to take that. Especially if you're in a group with a weaker healer and they're knocking you around the room, try your best to get your back where they're knocking you towards a canister. They call it their canister, so you can get a little healing. Really, everything but the final battle is simple. And the final battle's on a timer, so everybody has to be somewhat geared. But otherwise, it's not that bad. The bonus boss is quite easy, as long as people know what they're doing. If people don't know what they're doing, it can be a real
I
pain.
am C2D4, former translator to Her Eminence Queen Lena of
We don't
Andorra.
appear to be doing that,
And
so
my
I
current
won't
master,
offer any
the renowned illicit transport specialist,
insight much into
Jacaro.
that, other than say
A smuggler, in
everybody
other
needs to
words.
avoid the ground plants.
Jacaro was hired, quite innocuously, by a
do that,
Selkath
it's
geneticist
simple.
named Garima. We delivered a large shipment of perfectly legal medical supplies here to this facility.
So it's true.
Is
Those who conspire against...
I think I'll go change outfits for this thing. Apply.
Nice to see you've made a new friend. Or friends, as it were. But a warning. You're about
My
to
elite
encounter
comms
members
really
of the
don't do me
Order
any
of
good
Shasha.
with
Force
the amount I
sensitive
already
Selkath
have. I
will
can't go
neither
any
Jedi
higher.
nor Sith. Their complicity here does not bode well.
I guess the reason they force you I guess the reason they force you to spend them is so when patches and stuff come out, the level increases. You haven't hoarded a bunch of those things and can instantly gear yourself. Oh, he didn't wait.
Our ally just made note of strange power signatures in your vicinity. He believes they may be emanating from Rakata technology. It warrants a closer look. Tap into a nearby console so we can investigate.
You can always CC the little guy on the end and get by here if you can do it in Viz. And for here, you can just go on the outer skirts of that and you'll be fine. You don't even have to have in Viz. This is a fight that you really have to know. Everybody needs to group up on this guy when you're fighting. I'm not sure if the tank holding aggro and never losing it will make a difference as to whether you have to do that. But just as a precautionary, everybody should be grouping up on this guy. That way he puts these little puddles on the floor, and at some point he will let loose an ability that will charge him with electricity. So if people are scattered around the room, they'll be scattered around the room, and they have a rather wide radius, and they can really cause some problems. That's the one. That's the ability. See, he got one on him there. So it spreads out a little further. Kinda hoping somebody comes to my help. Thank you very much. Yeah, here it comes. There you go. See, he got it on there then. So it does matter, so right before the final tick of that, he'll spread the wealth around, and anybody that's standing out in the open will cause an extra one. He's over this way, I'm gonna go this way if he gets that thing activated again.
Hi. You don't know me, but I'm here with Lana. She's meditating using your
Fortunately,
connection
that
to
one
dark
went off
archives
just
to pinpoint his location. She wanted you to know if I found anything, and I did. Energy readings from Garima's lab. Rakata technology's firing up like crazy.
I've seen one
Not for
other
sure what's
method
going
where
on,
the
but I can
person
pretty
jump
much
over here and
guarantee
fight
it's
him
got
and then
to
run to
stop.
the other side of the room, and he will actually jump over. So people are going back and forth grouping on either side. I have not tried it myself because I know the method I always use works, so I just stick with it. But I have been in a group where they did that one time.
Care to tell me where you're underwriting?
Garima could still be of use to us.
Man, I'm not winning any conversations. I wish they would.
No.
Right now the conversations really don't matter because I'm maxed out on everything and have been for a long time.
You seem to have forgotten where your loyalties are meant to lie.
He thinks you've got to the other
But
day.
Me again.
I still like to win them.
Marcus ejected all the emergency
Doesn't everybody?
pods, no going back the way you came. Good news is I slayed one of the pods. Got it on remote pilot headed for a dock.
I wish Spyware would increase that level cap and offer something.
readings from their Alpha cyborg. That thing's serious and it's coming right for you. Stay sharp.
Final boss. There's a 5-minute timer on him unless something has changed. If you don't kill him within 5 minutes, it resets. Personally, I've had several times it's reset and I haven't died, so it just forced you outside the room and made you restart. Not sure if that's always the case or if that was a glitch.
Take that thing out, quick! Lana said you were tough. Come on, let's see it.
Generally best to have somebody besides the tank initiate first contact, because he will knock that person back. There are canisters over here to purge some of these things off of you. Very few people use them. I used them when I wasn't as well geared and I was tanking. I would go to them and purge them off from time to time. I like to get on the inside no matter what class I am. Once he gets trapped in there, get on the inner side. That way if he kicks you back out to the center and not up against the wall over here. Just a preference. I like to be moved more in a position to get to any other ones that pop up. When they leak from the ceiling and you're doing damage to them, I just want to position myself a little better next go around. Ads will come from time to time. 9 times out of 10 they charge straight for the healer, if not always, so be on your toes.
Watch it.
Here they come. They must not have charged at me because... perfect. Oh, there they go. Good, tank pulled them off.
You're doing it, you're doing it!
I'll pop my alacrity boost. Tank was dropping quickly.
Watch it!
And as a healer, you're just hoping they get those things off of you.
You're gonna have to breathe water if you don't get going here. You're doing it, you're doing it!
Guessing the ads maybe come on a timer.
Watch it!
I'm way behind on my healing here. Get these bubbles back on, everybody.
Keep at it! Great work.
There we go.
Let's get you out of there.
that one can be a little difficult for healers if you are
Hang on.
not very well
Almost
equipped.
secure, but not quite.
You're with the Republic, aren't you?
I was in
That's right.
mostly
I'm also saving your lives. You got a problem with that?
192 gear when I did this one. Maybe about 75%.
Just get us out of here.
And it was not that bad of a deal, but my group was decently equipped. I can imagine if you're not decently equipped, you're gonna have trouble beating the timer. The healer's gonna have trouble keeping you up. So you kind of need to be at least. If I just turned level 60 and I had the first level, which I believe is 186 of gear, I probably would not suggest you come in here. You know, be considerate of your fellow explorers, and you know, realize you're not going to get the extra comm for selecting all the hard modes and going into group finder. You know, when I first start off, I don't do group finder and select all of them. I do the ones I know I can do those a few times for several weeks, build a little bit more gear, a little bit more comms, get a little bit stronger, and then I start adding them in with Blood Hunt and what's the other one? Battle of Rishi being the two most difficult. I didn't do those until I had a decent little bit of 192 gear. Alright, thanks guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Bye.